Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to another rendition of the Bros and the Berg podcast. If you're a returning listener or viewer, we welcome you back. If you're new, somehow may have found us from Spotify, YouTube, or even come across our TikToks and are coming to listen to the full form podcast, we welcome you. My name is Ryan. I'm joined by my co-host, Robbie Bergstone, and the executive producer in his bedroom that makes this show happen. That's my younger brother Connor Doyle, and
you said bedroom, but he prefers it to be called the Goon Cave.
The office, if you will. But yeah, we got an action packed episode here, and I football season, boys. It's right.
It's August.
It's
so
August.
Close.
Finally,
it's on my tongue. I can taste it. Anyways, Connor, what are we starting off with today?
We're going to start off with the parlays as always. Robbie, would you happen to have our updated rankings and such? If not,
I do. It's just -1 since last time because we refused to hit one. But I do have the stats for you, Connor.
Yeah, go ahead, run through it for us.
So Ryan did not put in a parlay last week, so he was saved from going -1. He's just -4 units now.
Thank you.
Connor, the only one up right now. He's up 1.5 units.
Let's go.
That was, I think, 4.5, 5.5 units at one point because we refused to hit a parlay.
Correct.
It's back down to 1.5. I'm back down to even money. Haven't lost any, haven't made any. It'd be like that. And then as a team, we're up 1.5 units. So
we're winning, man.
We're still up, I guess.
Really?
We're still up.
Feel like it. I mean,
It doesn't feel like it. Again, we've still only hit
losing.
2 parlays out of all of them that we've contributed. So
it's a little concerning, but
It's
also we're in the dead season of sports, and like baseball is not as much
wait
of our
till football
bag.
comes back.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
this is
wait
what I'm
till
saying.
football
we
comes
say wait till football
And then
comes
we're
back, and I'm just gonna be submitting donuts.
I'm just saying the only parlays I think we've hit were basketball, which inherently is more in the bag than baseball as well.
Yeah.
I think Connor and I each hit an NBA Finals parlay. So
Hey, but as soon as football comes back, we're gonna be in our bag. It's okay. We just gotta buy
anytime
our time.
touchdown score parlay.
Dude, those last season, I think I did maybe like 4 weeks of like anytime touchdown score, and I hit one, and it's like
It
the
feels good.
ball ascending.
It feels good. We have a friend, Connor, who's decided that he's only doing what he calls wealth parlays this football season.
Okay.
Meaning like he's not putting in any parlay that wins him less than like 10 grand.
Yeah, so
Like and not like putting in a big wage.
King's donation parlay.
Yes.
I mean,
He's not actually making money.
And it's not like he's putting down like $1,000 to get there. Like he's putting down like $10 and trying to make 10 grand. So you can imagine the parlays that he's putting
donations.
Yeah,
that's
$10 10-leggers and some disgusting like Maction type shit. And he's
that is
donations.
All right. Getting into the parlays, who would like to go first today? Anybody feel confident in theirs?
I can go first. I mean, I literally put mine together with zero. Like there's no thoughts behind this.
Yeah.
This was just vibes going in. It's just 3 money lines for this afternoon. The Arizona Diamondbacks at the Athletics. The Diamondbacks are dogs. I don't know that I get that. So I'm gonna take the Diamondbacks.
I have that too.
Then I got the St. Louis Cardinals at the San Diego Padres.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the dads there. The Padres to win that game, and then Rangers at the Mariners. I got the Mariners.
What the hell?
So I just took the 3 teams that I feel like are better baseball teams. It's really simple. There's not a lot of thought. Plus 575. Nothing crazy. Just gotta get back on track.
You're throwing the player props out the window. You're like, we got to get back to basics. We got to hit one. I do respect it.
It doesn't help. Sometimes
I say that, but I feel like I'm better at hitting the player props than I have been at hitting the game like lines and stuff. So maybe I should stick to that. But
Vegas is too sharp, man. They're
baiting me
good
with this Diamondbacks line. They're baiting me with this Diamondbacks line. They know something I don't.
Correct.
I still will die on the hill that the best odds, if you actually know your team, are like college football player props.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, maybe.
I think there's just slightly less data than like the fucking hundreds of thousands of straight up games and MLB.
It's also one of those things like you have to just bet on something repeat. Like we had a friend who used to bet on Alabama to lose every game because they're always huge favorites. But eventually, inevitably, they're gonna lose a football game. So just bet on them every time, and like you probably end up like eventually.
That's a good point. And also the hurt that you suffer from the loss, it's
Correct.
counteracted from the
It's
money
a win-win.
that you make.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like not drafting fantasy players from your favorite NFL team.
Yeah.
You can't be hurt twice by that.
Well, Robbie, I feel like you have been hurt twice.
I don't draft any Panthers.
Okay.
I never draft any.
All right, Ryan. So as a reminder, last week Ryan's been on probation. Last week he wasn't allowed to even submit a parlay. This week he has to submit one, but we can't select it.
So he's out. He's out of suspension now. He's just on probation. Last week he was suspended.
I believe the rule is he has to hit one before we can choose his again.
Correct. That is the rule. Yep.
So
buckle up.
With that being said, we're going back to the well.
God.
So he's gonna learn his lesson eventually, right? Like
eventually.
So we have bet against the Rockies multiple times because you'd think potentially the worst team in baseball. It's a reasonable bet. Not so fast. We're taking the Rockies today against the Pirates, who are also full-time salesmen for a baseball team. So we're taking the Rockies money line. Only
Paul
plus
Skeens isn't pitching.
I know.
So the Pirates might actually put up runs.
It's a gamble. The over/under for that is 11 runs. Don't know how we're getting there.
Is it in Colorado?
Yeah, that's the only way we're
Okay.
getting there. But it seems like a lot. Then we're going to go to the Padres-Cardinals game. I'm also taking the Padres. And we're finishing it off with the Tigers-Phillies. My reasoning in that one is I don't like the Phillies, so we're going to go with the Tigers.
That's a great reason.
Great
pick.
It's really quite simple. Plus 752 on that 3-legger, which we will not be picking, but we will be tracking closely.
Robbie, what were your odds on yours?
575.
Okay. I think this is the second or third week in a row where I have the most long shot odds. That comes from off the back of I have 2 player props and 1 money line. So I am also taking Robbie's money line of the Arizona Diamondbacks. I'm taking them over the Athletics. I don't see how they don't beat the A's today, but like you guys said, maybe Vegas knows something that we don't. Here's one that I know Ryan is going to absolutely hate, but I think I have to throw it out there anyway. Kyle Schwarber to record 2+ total bases. I think that he ends up either getting a single and a walk today, or I think he ends up getting a double today.
Do you know Kyle Schwarber? It is. I mean, it is dingers. If he's hitting 2+ bases. It's dinger central.
Exactly.
Yeah, he ain't legging out a double. That's for sure.
I mean, the odds are -105 just for that, leg by itself. So it's probably going to happen, hopefully. And then the one that has the most long shot odds at +300. This is from the Cardinals Padres game. I have Fernando Tatis Jr. I have him hitting a double specifically. And so that leg is +300. In total, the parlay comes to +1477 is what that parlay comes to. So now we have to select one between Robbie and myself.
I mean, we won't mind last week. Didn't pan out. I was close. We didn't get to talk about this. 2 out of 3 did finish in the top 20. I was close. So we'll go with Connors for the long odds. We need it. We need it bad.
All right. Hopefully the boys.
We'll just alternate ours until Ryan's back, Connor.
I think that's a good idea.
We'll just alternate it.
I respect that. All right. Hopefully we can get back on track.
I had a headline here, Connors. We're talking about baseball with the parlays. I didn't see it in the podcast, but I did want to talk about it. So this was over All-Star break, but an altercation between MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred and Philly star Bryce Harper made headlines in July, with the 2-time MVP reportedly standing nose to nose with the commissioner and telling him he could get the fuck out of our clubhouse if he was going to talk about implementing a salary cap. If you don't know, the CBA for baseball is up at the end of next season. And obviously something that's been talked about in baseball for a long time is the implementation of a salary cap, because right now the Dodgers can spend as much money as they want. And you have teams like the A's and Pirates who just kind of refuse to spend money. So it's been something that Manfred has been pushing for. Obviously players like Bryce really don't want a salary cap because that's going to kind of cap their earnings over time. But it's being done for, the competition of baseball. But I did think it was interesting to have a superstar of the game be face-to-face with the commissioner telling him to get the fuck out of the clubhouse over All-Star break. So I don't know if anyone else has any thoughts on that.
I mean, that doesn't fully shock me knowing what we know about Bryce Harper.
Being Bryce Harper is not surprising for sure.
So I guess that's kind of my thoughts there. I mean, I think all of us are pretty much in support of a salary cap in baseball, just because it gets a little ridiculous sometimes where the Dodgers and Yankees seem, you feel like sometimes they're the only teams that compete to create kind of more. You want to create more parity in a league. Like it gets frustrating seeing the same teams at the bottom and the same teams at the top, and it's like, how does one get ahead of the other if you can't spend the same amount of money? And so I mean, I'm fully in the sport of salary cap. I do understand it from the players that are, the best of the best. They want to be paid what they think they're worth and everything. But at the same time, it's like the guys on teams like the A's aren't getting that money. And maybe they might just be just as good. So you never know.
And here's the other interesting thing about what Harper said afterwards. He felt strongly enough to claim the players are not scared to lose 162 games in their fight against a cap. Bryce Harper is not afraid to lose 162 games because he's made millions and millions of dollars a year. The guys that are just getting in the league do not want to lose a whole season of salary fighting over a salary cap.
Correct. Especially if you come up through the system, through the minor leagues, because you get paid literal dirt for years if you're in AAA, AA, single A. Like it's
imagine too, like you're just fine. Like you just get the call up, right? You go through summer ball or whatever, and you just get the call up to get out of the minors after being there 3 or 4 years. And then they go into a lockdown for a whole season and you lose that opportunity. Like those guys are not going to vote for that. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah. I don't really anticipate that happening, and like the salary cap stuff being implemented super soon. I don't think it's going to happen within the next year or so, but I do think it could happen within the next 5 to 10 years. I don't know when the new deal will be up after this one, but I guess we'll see.
I think the bigger, if they do a salary cap, there has to be a salary floor as well.
Yeah,
correct.
Probably.
There's a lot of teams that just don't spend money,
right?
Yeah,
and they just take their portion of their revenue from the TV deals and all that kind of stuff, and they just kind of cheap out and make their profits that way.
Yeah, I do like the salary floor idea. I think that would probably work the best in terms of baseball. All right, moving on to the NBA. A few headlines here. Luka Doncic will be calling Los Angeles home for the foreseeable future after he agreed to a 3-year, $165 million maximum extension with the Lakers, including a player option for the 2028-2029 NBA season. Why is he kind of ripped now? He's looking good. He's looking healthy. He's trying to get Braun one more championship. And it makes me sad.
You're telling me Luka's only a 55. Obviously, it's a max for the league. I get that, but some of these salaries been floating around him for $55 million.
Yeah. Well, also
fuck Nico.
When's the Nico statue going up outside crypto? It's got to be going up soon, right? You think they got that on the docket this year?
Right next to Kobe.
Yeah.
Also remember that Nico screwed Luka out of what $130 million, something like that. Correct. So I mean that's why they're getting him at
a
that
9-figure screw job.
Yeah, correct.
Just shameless.
I can't remember there was something else in the article that was talking about this, where it was talking about if Luka decides to stay there and with the continue get his supermax contract after the extension. Talking about the figures there, and I think it was kind of close to what the Mavs one was. So it'd be interesting to see if he's able to kind of make that money back if he wants to stay in LA. But I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what he does. You would have to assume, obviously, by his player option, LeBron is gone 2028, 2029 season. So I do wonder when LeBron is gone.
2029, he's 45, right?
He would be 43? 40.
Is he 40 now or is he 41?
No, he's 40 right now, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he's only 40. But regardless, I do wonder what Luka would want to do when LeBron is gone. I don't know.
I don't know if you guys saw, but Nikola Jokic did not sign an extension this offseason. Said he's not going to sign an extension this offseason. And Lakers fans are tripping over themselves, being like, he's gonna go to LA. He still has 2 years left on his deal, right? He's not even a free agent next summer. But Lakers fans online have been they want the two white boys to go crazy.
Here's the thing. What if Jokic retires?
I think he's just going to retire. I wouldn't be surprised if he just retires.
I don't think he's going to retire. I don't think he will.
He's got his championships.
That man does not love ball.
He does not love ball.
I changed my tune on that a little bit this year because when they got rid of Malone, the first couple games of the interim, Jokic was the one on the sidelines, coaching. He was the most engaged I've ever seen him in a basketball game.
Yeah.
So maybe
he's wanting to win though
more than we think.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I get it. Moving on to another extension, the New York Knicks and Mikal Bridges have agreed to a 4-year, $150 million extension. The Knicks just trying to keep together as much as that core as they can. So we'll see how they do in the East this year.
I love Bridges. I think the most interesting fact about him is how he's missed less than double-digit games all the way back to high school. He just is always available and never hurt, and is absolutely worth that money.
I'm so curious what the Knicks do, because the core is good. I'm just not sure it's championship level good. Maybe you hope you can get your way through the East this year when the East is a little bit down.
Yeah,
but I'm curious to see what they do moving forward, because they still need something. It feels like.
Yeah, more of probably in more
just a higher top end,
more elite wing, probably forward of some sort. Is probably what they need. But
they have a lot of depth and they're very solid at all the positions, but they don't have, I would say, top end superstardom.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they need one more volume scoring option outside of Jalen Brunson. Maybe that's part of it too. I mean, you need a couple guys you can look to go get a basket. Right now, I feel like they just look at Jalen Brunson. That's the guy that's going to go get a basket. Maybe just someone else that can do that too.
I mean, they still have Cat, right? Yeah. But
right.
But yeah, Brunson is your kind of ISO guy.
SEC.
The compilation of him driving to the rim and just screaming when he gets it so bad. It's kind of funny. The problem is I kind of agree on the front of, I don't think the Knicks are the championship team. And I am concerned about the Cavs being always ahead of them in terms of this upcoming year. I don't see them being able to kind of overtake the Cavs in the East, but I guess it's possible. We'll see.
I mean, the Cavs got to win something, man.
Yeah, that's true.
The Knicks were the ones in the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm still waiting for Cleveland to kind of show all that talent.
The Cavs were real banged up last year in the playoffs. Is the one excuse I'll give them. The year before, they should have won at least their first round series, but last year they were a little banged up. So,
all right, as we mentioned previously, it is now August. Football is just around the corner. I know that all of us are very excited. The NFL actually even played their Hall of Fame game the other night, so there was a little taste of
dozens of people watched.
I watched.
It was on at the brewery I was at, so I guess I watched a little bit of it. By extension.
But to talk about some college football real quick, we are going to go back to the well here, do a little bit of a college football head coach blind ranking. I felt like I left enough names out there after last time to where it would be fun to do another one. So we're going to get into it, gentlemen. Are you ready?
We kind of got cooked last time.
It wasn't great. Didn't Dan Lanning?
It was just Dan Lanning. Everything else was okay outside of Dan Lanning.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to get into it. I don't remember who went first last time because I know we did
I'll extend the opportunity to Robbie to start this off.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I got
you.
All
right, Ryan, keep in mind we didn't hear a Dabo or Kirby last time, which means we probably won't hear it again because he's baiting us.
What?
We're getting baited.
All right, Robbie, you ready for the first name on the list?
I'm ready.
For the listeners, there are 10 names. They're going to alternate. It's a joint blind ranking. So, number 1, Kalen DeBoer.
He's an interesting one. I'm going to try to not to be biased here.
Sure.
Has been very successful everywhere he's gone, right? Was
Correct.
really good at Fresno State, was really good at Washington. Hasn't won a national championship, we know that. Alabama last year, I think a slight disappointment. However, you're coming down from the greatest coach of all time retiring. My expectation or my hope was the playoff. Obviously didn't get there, but I don't know that I'd call it an extreme disappointment. Doesn't make the playoff this year. He's immediately on the hot seat, though. Correct. Something to think about. I'm going to put DeBoer at 4.
I was thinking 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I like that.
I hope it's not another Ryan Day thing where I fucked up and put him too low.
Ryan, your name, Matt Campbell. Second, so we have 4.
Iowa State's in a weird spot, man. I never know what to think of the Cyclones. Where did he coach before? Was he at Toledo? I want to say he was definitely doing some action before
Toledo.
He came to Iowa
and
State.
At one point was one of the hottest names in college football in terms of getting that step up either to a big Power 5 team or to the NFL. I remember his name was being thrown around when the Bears were looking for a coach 2 times ago.
he was a huge name whenever it was before OU left the SEC, but basically when Iowa State played OU in the Big 12 championship that one year, and they almost ended up beating them. And I remember a lot of it was attributed to Campbell that year.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm really interested. He's been at Iowa State since 2016, and they've had just one double-digit win season. Obviously, Iowa State's going to have a little trouble recruiting compared to some of the bigger names, right? But coming up on a decade,
what's funny though? They were higher ranked in the season. They went 9-3 than the 11-3 season. They finished ranked 9th in the AP when they went 9-3 in 2020, and 2024 15th, which is interesting.
Yeah, I think. He's done well for that program. Obviously, they've kept him around for almost 10 years. So they obviously, do like him. I just, he has like one or two Big 12 co-champions. So I mean, nothing crazy to write home about. I'd probably put him at like 8. I think he's done well, but nothing exceptional.
All right, Matt Campbell going in at the 8 slot. Robbie, Lane Kiffin.
God,
hey now. Lane went to the school of Nick Saban football coaches who do some stuff good but don't do other stuff very good either. And Ole Miss is not an easy place to coach either. High expectations, don't really have the history, but they want to be up there with an Alabama or an LSU. Have had some struggles. Lane has obviously turned them into, I think, what everyone expected Lane Kiffin to turn them into, which is high-flying offense, really athletic defense who maybe underperforms at times. It's kind of been his calling card everywhere.
Sure.
Is Lane Kiffin higher than Kalen DeBoer is the question. We know what happened with Lane Kiffin at USC. He was doing all right at Tennessee before he, metaphorically and actually burned a couch on the way out of town.
Metaphorically and actually.
I am going to put Lane at 3.
I don't think he gets it. I think DeBoer has had more success now at 3 programs or 4 programs. Where was he at before Fresno? Was that his first?
He was in like D2.
Okay.
I can't remember the name of the school, but he was in D2 before that.
Lane just doesn't have like a lot of any top end notable things to write home about.
He's been 44-18 at Ole Miss, which for Ole Miss is great. Is fantastic.
Sure, absolutely.
And like I think, obviously he kind of got on the radar with those Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart USC teams being the offensive coordinator. Went to the NFL, was far too young and too immature to be an NFL coach. Bounced around. Obviously, we know what happened. It was at Tennessee for a year. I think they were bowl eligible. Maybe won maybe 8 or 9 games.
Right.
Immediately bounces to USC. Does a horrible job at USC. Granted, coming off of sanctions from those Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart teams. Still, I don't know. It'll be one of those things. Can he get them into the playoff this year? I think they might have a chance, depending on how they replace Jackson Dart. But I think Lane's a pretty good coach.
Okay. And number 3 there, Ryan, the next name on the list, the 4th coach, we have Dabo Swinney.
Is Kirby coming? That's the question.
Is he?
I have been disappointed in Dabo and the Clemson Tigers' inability to adjust to the new NIL landscape that has swept college football. And I think that has hindered Clemson substantially. Now, if obviously it's like we're blind ranking coaches, right? So like on his coaching ability, his ability to win games, I think there's maybe like 3 dudes in the country that you could probably put in the same tier as Dabo. So I'm going to put Dabo. I'm going to put Dabo at 1, but I'm not necessarily thrilled about it.
I still love his quote initially about NIL. We built this program on NIL. We really did. It's probably different from what you're thinking, though. We built this program in God's name and image and likeness.
Yeah, that's absolutely crazy.
It's a little out of touch. It's a little out of touch.
Come on, brother. All right, next name on the list, Robbie, Sonny Dykes.
Yeah, obviously they had that magical run in the college football playoff. His other stops being SMU, Cal, and Louisiana Tech. I mean, he did have Louisiana Tech ranked one year. That's actually pretty impressive.
Mm.
But we have seen TCU fall off pretty hard since then. 5-7 the year after, 9-4 last year. Did win a bowl game. I'm gonna put Sonny at what numbers do we have open?
You have
5,
2,
6,
5,
7.
6, 7, 9, 10.
Yeah,
we'll put him at 7, right above Campbell. He has at least been to a college football playoff
Correct.
national championship game. I just don't think he's in the same conversation as other coaches we have higher than that.
I will say I think 7's a little low. I think that him as a coach, in order like what he did with TCU, especially
it was
that
1 year though.
it was all it's 1 year.
Like a lot of coaches don't even have that 1 year.
Lightning in a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And they also got smoked in the championship game.
No, I'm tired of this narrative. They beat Michigan in the game before this. I don't.
Dude,
it's the biggest blowout in college football championship history.
There will never be a bigger blowout than that in a national championship than that.
I mean, you're probably right, but
in our lifetime,
probably right. All right, Ryan. The next name on the list, James Franklin.
Ryan's favorite.
State's own.
See, now we're screwed because if we had ranked Lane and DeBoer like 4 and 5, I would slot Franklin at 3. Franklin at 2 makes me want to put a shotgun in my mouth.
I mean, I think you already kind of screwed us because if Kirby Smart's on this list and he's anything but 1, we're just wrong.
Do I put Franklin at what?
5?
Below Kiffin and Franklin mid?
He is. I mean, but
as a coach,
actually,
no.
I mean, he's what? How many? Without looking, how many double-digit win seasons does he have in a row?
I think almost every year. I think
that's
they win games.
Right. So,
here's the thing. We also have to think about this. We're blind ranking them in the era of the 12-team playoff. Was James Franklin is going to be fantastic in the era of the 12-team playoff. I guarantee you Penn State's there every year.
Every single year. Getting the at-large bid after losing to Ohio State, Michigan, Oregon, some combination.
Gentlemen, I have to correct you on the almost every single year double-digit comment. 2014, 2015, 2018, 2020, 2021, all single-digit wins.
So he went 9-3?
No, 7-6, 7-6, 9-4, 4-5, 7-6. He's mid.
Put him at 5. I've been convinced. Put him at 5.
I mean, he also took Vanderbilt to 2 9-win seasons in a row.
True.
Like
that's
pretty impressive in and of itself.
Very true. All right, Robbie. Mario Cristobal.
I mean, again,
he's been a meme for forever.
Kind of mid. Like, let's call it what it is.
He's worse than Franklin for sure.
Definitely worse than Franklin.
Yeah.
We still have 6 open, right?
Yeah.
He's going into 6. That's
you don't
the right
think that's too high?
It might be, but we might have some more bums. You think he's 8 or 9 or 9 or 10?
I mean, I think we gotta look at the 9 spot. No,
he already threw him in at 6.
I mean, this is your ranking, man. I
kind of forgot we had 9 and 10 open.
Yeah,
right. We got to put someone down there.
I was about to say, you guys were about to bookend again.
Mario Cristobal lost to Middle Tennessee State. I mean, we just can't be doing that as a D1 program. It was the U's year, and then they go out and once again shit the bed.
And he was solid at Oregon, but they were never great when he was at Oregon.
All right, Ryan, Josh Heupel.
I feel like 6 is too high, but 10 is way too low, and he's obviously not 2. So what do we do here, Jimbo? 65 and 23 all time as a coach.
You put him at 10 because he coaches at Tennessee. It's that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just that
fair.
Easy.
Yeah. I'll let my biases get in the way.
Josh Heupel going in at the 10 spot.
It's so disrespectful. But
we have the 6 and the 2 left. Robbie, Kyle Whittingham, Utah's head coach.
2.
Right.
The epitome of consistency. I think he's either the first or second longest tenured head coach in college football right now.
God, is he really?
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, Utah was nothing before Kyle Whittingham, and now they're perennially a top 25 team. Made a couple BCS bowls. I'm gonna give him the Gundy treatment where he's been there for so long. They've been solid for so long. We'll give him the 2.
He's been there since 2005. Crazy.
Yeah, that is pretty wild. I mean, as a head coach, he's been there since '94. He was a D-line coach.
Yeah,
That's
he's been
crazy.
at Utah for forever.
Yeah,
167 and 86
years.
is pretty good too.
That's pretty impressive.
Won the Mountain West once, won the Pac-12 twice. I think they won because they beat Alabama in a BCS bowl in the Sugar Bowl. Yeah.
Last name on the list, going in at number 6. Unfortunately, Ryan has no say in it. Kirby Smart.
Yeah,
Georgia.
Yeah, well, GG's.
So the finalists, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this might be the worst one we've done so far.
Yeah, well.
Number 1 is Dabo Sweeney. Number 2 is Kyle Whittingham. Number 3 is Lane Kiffin. Number 4 is Kalen DeBoer. Number 5 is James Franklin. Number 6 is Kirby Smart. Number 7 is Sonny Dykes. Number 8 is Matt Campbell. Number 9 is Mario Cristobal. And number 10 is Josh Heupel.
There's too many coaches in college football to prepare for what's coming.
I mean, that's
next.
fair.
If you put Kirby at 1 and then move everyone else down, it's not an awful list.
I'm not hating it.
All right, fair enough. To continue on with some college football shenanigans, these two gentlemen across from me both went to Alabama. That is the school that they are alumni of. Could you tell from the Tennessee?
Hawaii, actually, sorry.
So we're going to break down Alabama's schedule for this upcoming season. We've done this a few times. We did this with Jude on his episode with the Lions. It's just kind of a fun thing to go through the season and get excited for certain games, certain matchups, and kind of see where we think that these guys' heads are at going into the season and what they expect out of this team. So, gentlemen, game 1, Saturday, August 30th at Florida State. What do you think? Win or loss?
Dog walk.
I'm a little worried that it's going to be closer than it should be. I'm not going to lie to you. Like Florida State is coming off such a bad year. Like, what's the best way for them to be like, we figured it out, we're back, than to beat Alabama in Tallahassee? Yeah, Alabama will win the game. I just think it's going to be a little bit more stress-inducing than it should be.
Yeah,
the current line is 2 tutties. The over/under is 50.
I think Alabama wins by 10. I think Florida State covers 2 tutties. Unfortunately,
I like that prediction.
Yeah, I when I say dog walk, that's my hopes and dreams.
I mean, I hope it's like USC in 2016 where we come out and beat them like 49-7. That'd be awesome. I just don't see it happening. So,
week 2 at home against UL Monroe.
I mean, we can just
revenge game. UL Monroe beat Alabama back before. Was it Saban's first year or the year before?
Yes.
It's Saban's first year.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
So revenge game. That's a dog walk.
2-0 on the schedule. Week 3 at home against Wisconsin. Big noon.
It's a win.
Yeah. We went up there, gave them the work last year. When I say gave them the work, I think we won by like a couple touchdowns.
And we also injured their starting quarterback to be able to win by a couple touchdowns.
Yeah, we were very sluggish in that game. I remember that. But at home,
they ain't coming to Tuscaloosa for a noon kick in September and beating us. There's just that's not happening. No way. That's just not happening.
Week 4, one of the biggest games of the season, if not in all of college football, at Georgia.
They have to win one eventually, right?
Right.
Georgia has to be.
So here's my mentality, right? So we beat them last year when we shouldn't have.
Yeah.
They're due.
That game was weird.
It's in Georgia, so everything is lining up for Georgia to win. So because of that, they're gonna shit the bed again.
The last time Alabama played in Athens, dog walk. Julio Jones actually pissed down their chest in that game. But I'm actually they have to win one. Georgia's too good to keep losing to Alabama in the regular season. Yeah. I think this is the one that Alabama finally loses.
We'll donate one.
All right. We'll say 3-1 going in after week 4. Week 5 at home against Vanderbilt.
I'm putting the 401k on the tie.
Yeah,
there is not a world that I live in that we lose to Vandy in back-to-back years.
That would be awesome.
That would be crazy.
Nah, I'd jump fandoms. I'd be become a Miami of Ohio fan all of a sudden. It'd be crazy.
Okay, you guys might call me crazy for this one. Kind of a sleeper game. Week 6 at Missouri.
Another big noon kick. Don't you worry.
Damn. It's a win though. Missouri. I think Missouri will be solid again, but they lost a lot on offense. They lost Luther Burden. That's their best player. They lost the quarterback and blanket on his name, Brady Cook. Sounds right.
Sounds right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I think he's gone too. I could be wrong about that.
Mm-hmm. Brady Cook. Yeah, he plays for the Jets now. Yikes.
Yep, there you
Sorry
go.
about that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's a win.
Week 7 at home against Tennessee.
I don't see Tennessee coming in and beating us at home. This is our classic. We have a lot of our big games at home.
Yep.
This year, normally it's like LSU, Tennessee has been. Let's say LSU, Tennessee, and then we go to Auburn or whatever that was. The normal schedule was. So hosting Tennessee, I feel like we're still Big Brother. I think we win that game. So much of this is going to depend on how the offense looks.
Of course.
How the quarterback plays.
Who's starting for Tennessee at quarterback?
I couldn't tell you.
No idea.
It's not Nico.
Well, funnily enough, I like that you bring that up, Robbie, because I was talking to Jude about this the other day, where I feel like this is the first year in a really, really long time for college football where most of the top teams in the country have, or the Blue Bloods or whatever, have brand new quarterbacks. And so it's super, super hard to try to predict kind of anything that's going on, I think, this year at the top of the card. Because
are we saying defense is back this year? Is
it
defense
might,
back,
all the quarterbacks are new. It's
and
at every big school.
Alabama's strength this year is going to be the defense. The defense should be really, really good this year. So you need Ty Simpson to play like a Coker, play like a Sims, and just be that game manager, play like McCarron. That's all Alabama really needs him to do, I think, this year.
Yep. So win against Tennessee. You guys are now at 6-1 in week 8. South Carolina. South Carolina.
To me, the Iron Bowl is always scary, so I'm not even counting this in the ranking of it. This is the second scariest game on the schedule to me.
It could be.
Lenora Sellers is that dude.
Trap game.
Lenora Sellers is that dude.
Mm-hmm.
And they should have beaten us last year.
Yes, they should have. There's coaching mistakes last year.
Yep.
I think this is a trap game. So you guys think this is a loss? Are they going to make you 6-2?
I think they do. I think we're looking ahead to LSU and go on the road. Columbia is going to be rocking. Yeah, because I think they're going to be having themselves a good year too. They're going to be coming off. Who do they play before us?
They always play Georgia so early in the season.
Mm-hmm.
They do not play Georgia this year.
I don't like that. We need to fix that. SEC. I don't like that.
They host Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Say they have 2 games that they're out for revenge for this year. The first is LSU. They got fucking hosed by the refs and should have beaten LSU last year. And then they should have beaten us had they not just completely choked down the stretch. So they got those
South
2 games. I
could come into that game into our game with only 1 loss. I mean, the beginning of their schedule is not crazy.
And I mean, I was kind of shitting on LSU earlier, so it's possible they come in undefeated.
South Carolina, top team in the SEC this year.
South Carolina is a popular sleeper pick, if that makes sense, to do well in the SEC.
Yeah. Week 9 versus LSU at home.
If this is in Death Valley, I might be a little worried. I'm not really worried at home.
Nussmeier, Musburger, don't matter, tied 4.
And I try like to take in what people tell us about why we're wrong about things, and all of these LSU fans are talking about, well, we got all these transfer guys, they're all going to be really good. I want you to go look up how the teams with the most transfer players have done ever since they opened up the transfer portal the last few years. Yeah. It's never great. When you have to replace your whole team with transfers, that's not a good thing, ever. So
you want to be not replacing your whole team, and you don't want to have nobody coming in. It's a nice little.
You want star players out of the transfer portal. You want a Jahmyr Gibbs or a Jamison Williams or Caleb Downs, one of those guys. That's what you want out of the transfer portal.
Yep. Next week at home against Oklahoma.
Belt to ass.
Please.
Belt to ass. That is the most embarrassing loss that I remember since we've been in Alabama.
Bad. I think that's the only game that I woke up from still angry.
Still mad. Yep.
Yeah. Even the national championship, I let go.
Of course.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, I think an upset every now and then isn't that frustrating because you know that it happens, especially in the middle of the year when like the stakes are still unclear, like the Vanderbilt game. Middle of the year, we don't really know what the stakes are in that game. It happens. National championship, the teams that you lose to in a national championship or playoff game are generally just better than you, at least on that day, which is easier to swallow. They knew they had to win this game against Oklahoma. Yes. They knew they had to. They knew they were better than this Oklahoma team last year. They knew that, and they still lost. I think that's why it was so frustrating.
Yep.
But belt to ass, revenge game dub.
Belt to ass. The SEC Cupcake game that always happens before the last game of the year at home against Eastern Illinois.
What would happen if we ever lost one of these? What would happen?
My favorite thing is it's already locked in time-wise. It's a 2 p.m. kick.
Yeah.
Which means 1 o'clock in Tuscaloosa.
Correct.
Yeah. Tony Romo alma mater, correct?
Eastern Illinois?
Yeah, I think so.
Eastern Illinois? I didn't know that. There's no way, really?
Yep, Eastern Illinois University. God, I hate him.
And
you're locked in.
Jimmy G.
That's right. I forgot Jimmy G went there too.
Eastern Illinois is tough.
They got some quarterback. Quarterback you?
Yeah,
is that?
Okay. Yeah, people are saying it. I don't know. People are saying it.
Hey, that's their final game of the year. They'll probably put up a tutty or two.
Here we go. Going into the last game of the year, you're sitting at 9-2. The Iron Bowl at Auburn.
You have to have it to get in the playoff. And do we get it done
for double-digit wins too?
The problem is that the Iron Bowl will never not be a 50-50.
In Jordan-Hare,
there is never even when Auburn's bad, you still go another game we could lose this. We know that every single time. This is the game that tells us everything we need to know about Kalen DeBoer. If we go into Auburn 9-2, you have to have a win potentially to make that SEC championship as well, depending on how that shakes out. 2 losses got you in last year. And if you win and go 10-2, if you're Alabama, you're in the playoff with 12 teams. That's a lock, especially if the losses are South Carolina and Georgia, who are probably both ranked. This tells us everything we need to know about Kalen DeBoer. We just put him pretty high in our blind rankings.
True.
Chills, literal chills at the moment.
I think we get it done.
But
think you get it done. Oh, not so fast.
We needed Gravedigger last time we were in Jordan-Hare.
Yeah,
to come out with a win.
And the time before that, we lost.
Yeah,
I was there. We lost. It was bad.
That's tough.
Yeah, it was.
So 10-2 is the final prediction on the season for the Alabama boys. The only losses are coming to Georgia and South Carolina. So you're predicting an undefeated home schedule this year. Not a single loss at home.
I like that. Yeah, I fuck with that.
Yeah. We have traditionally been very good at home.
Yeah,
we lose games we're supposed against really good teams at home.
Yep. All right, we're moving on from college football. We're still sticking with football. Don't you worry. We're going to get into the NFL real quick. In just a year where Dallas can't seem to do anything right in sports, we have continued that trend. Micah Parsons has now officially requested a trade. He posted a lengthy statement to X on Friday saying that he no longer wants to be in Dallas after doing everything he could to show that desire, and has submitted a trade request to Cowboys Chief Operating Officer Stephen Jones. I think Jerry Jones might be worse than Nico Harrison. I know that's crazy, but at least Nico Harrison rigged the lottery for us to get the number 1 pick. Jerry can't do anything.
I'm so fucking sick of Jerry Jones, bro.
I want to look to one of the greatest sportscasters of our day, Stephen A. Smith, for some insight into this whole situation.
Please, yeah.
So, Stephen Jones, Jerry Jones' son, is the chief operating officer, COO of the Cowboys.
Correct.
Yes. So, he said about Micah Parsons, he has to want to get paid. I have
That's a line.
Micah Parsons wants to get paid. Here's what Stephen A. Smith had to say about this, and I think this is eloquent. That is one of the most ignorant statements I've ever heard come out of the mouth of an NFL executive. Stephen Jones, respect to you, my brother. If it wasn't for your daddy, would you be a COO in the NFL? Did you want the job? Did you earn it? You were born on third base. Don't act like you hit a triple.
Damn. Wow.
That's real. And that is real from Stephen A.
If anybody can say that, it's Stephen A. Because he really did climb up through the ranks.
He did. And he's right. I mean, he's spot on.
That's crazy. I mean, but yes, Micah Parsons arguably the best defensive player in the league if you consider his age and everything.
However you slice it, he is a top 3 defensive player in the
correct.
league right now.
And you refuse to pay him, and you paid Dak Prescott. You made Dak Prescott the highest paid player in NFL history.
We're not going to pay Micah Parsons.
Yeah, no, it's unexcusable. The Eagles are actually licking their chops. Yeah,
I mean, can I change my division pick? Can I go back?
Actually,
yeah,
it's negligence.
No, it's embarrassing. It's been 30 years of just
this
not giving a shit.
It's
like just living off of your name and everything, and not actually trying to build like a good football team. And
so frustrating.
You drafted this man. Like all you have to do is pay him.
You drafted him, and he's the biggest hit you guys have had on defense in how long?
Correct.
Like, how many defensive players have they drafted in the first round that have completely flamed out?
Yeah. I mean, you had, Sean Lee? Like, I'm trying to think of some other guys that have actually, like...
I mean, for the first name that comes to mind for me is Van Buren, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's been a disappointment. Injuries, for sure, but...
Well, in terms of the success stories, it wasn't first round, but Trayvon Diggs in the second round was. Yeah. But I mean, that's kind of about it. Like recently, so yeah, it's just unbelievably frustrating. I mean, like sure, our offense a little better because you retained CD, you got Pickens is a good pickup. But like, we're gonna be probably 7-10 again. It's like, what the hell, man?
I just feel like they still pay Micah Parsons. Like, I still just do not see a way that they just trade Micah Parsons and don't pay him.
Well, they have nothing. They won't get anything back for him now.
No, and I think Micah knows that, and I think that's his thing. Is like he has all of the leverage right now.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
They're not even going to get like a fucking first round pick for him.
No,
it's heinous. It's actually terrible. Speaking of teams in the NFC East that are losing star players, Terry McLaurin has officially requested a trade from the Washington Commanders. McLaurin's decision to request a trade comes as he's entering the final year of a 3-year, $68.2 million extension he signed in 2022, telling reporters early in July that it was disappointing and frustrating he and the team didn't have substantive contract talks before the start of training camp.
My stocks on my dynasty team of wide receiver 2 and 3 of the Commanders is looking delicious at this point.
I also said that I didn't think Terry was going to be back.
You did
early.
Say that. I do remember.
I had insiders. I knew it was going on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm locked in like that.
Inside scoop. So Deebo Samuel is now like, who's the guy on offense other than Jane Daniels in Washington?
I'm not going to tell you because you might draft him in Dynasty, but I have my guy.
You got your eye on somebody. I see.
I got my guy.
So McCaffrey. Apparently, he just got promoted from my taxi squad.
He's basically Christian McCaffrey. It's basically the same guy.
That's what the Commanders want you to think. Yeah. So apparently the leading odds for the teams that McLaurin could go to currently is the New England Patriots are the number 1 team on the leading odds. So
they need receiver help. Can confirm.
Diggs and McLaurin would be nice. That's not bad.
Kind of old, but like, still good. Still both good. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. NFC East in shambles. Moving on to the Week 1 of the NFL preseason is starting this weekend. Football, like we said, is just around the corner. The Hall of Fame game already occurred between the Chargers and the Lions, with the Chargers winning 34-7. Trey Lance actually looking semi-decent after, being kind of terrible in Dallas. So hopefully, maybe he's found a new home. He wasn't
terrible in Dallas. He never got any opportunities.
He threw 5 picks that one time.
Yeah, well,
it happens to the best of us.
It truly does. I would also go out there and throw 5 picks.
Oh, good point. It's a good point. Can't argue with that.
Jameis Winston stat line 30-30. But to quickly look at some, we're not going to do any of the predictions or anything, but just to quickly look at some of the matchups in this preseason Week 1. There's some Thursday night games between the Colts and Ravens, the Bengals and Eagles, the Raiders and Seahawks. Friday night there's games: Lions, Falcons, Browns, Panthers. How you feeling about the Browns, Panthers?
Dude, we're gonna make all the quarterbacks of the Browns look so fucking good. We're gonna put them in a blender because they're not gonna know who to pick because they're all gonna look nice.
Are they gonna play all of them? Who are the Browns going to play?
I have no idea who they're going to play. Pickett's
Browns,
right now.
Panthers.
Yeah, heinous.
In Charlotte.
Browns,
in Charlotte.
Panthers. I mean, I got to look. What are tickets going for?
Yeah, let me see. I'm pulling it up right now.
Should make a trip, man.
$13. Yeah, no, that tracks.
$13? What day of the week is that? Friday?
You should go to it. You could see Shadur.
I got 3:00 tea time that day. I don't think I can make it back in time. Damn.
And then on Saturday, Giants, Bills, Texans, Vikings, Steelers, Jaguars, Cowboys, Rams, Titans, Bucks, Jets, Packers, Chiefs, Cardinals, Broncos, Niners. And then on Sunday, Dolphins and Bears, and Saints and Chargers. I think it's is it? I can't remember. Are the preseason games typically on Saturdays for the most part? Or okay,
This college isn't back yet.
Yeah.
And it's also, I mean, you're not going to see any starters for these teams until the last preseason game now. They never play
of
them
course.
anymore. I remember like it used to be like they play them, first quarter, the first game, and the first half for the rest of them. But
yeah, not anymore.
We ain't seeing them anymore. It's
they just don't want the
preseason
injury
games now, right?
risk.
It's only 3?
Yep.
Yeah, it's only 3. So to quickly go back to the Hall of Fame game, congratulations to the now Hall of Famers, Jared Allen, Sterling Sharp, Eric Allen, and legend Antonio Gates.
Can you explain what the Hall of Fame game accomplishes? Is it just like earlier preseason game?
Correct. Yep.
I find it so strange.
Yeah.
Maybe
shout out Panthers legend Jared Allen for making the Hall of Fame. That's the only team you remember him playing for. Don't act like there's any other ones.
Yeah.
So I think you guys still never had a Hall of Famer go in as a Panther, unfortunately.
That's crazy.
Smith,
maybe
fingers crossed.
Funnily enough, Steve Smith. And then so here, I actually saw a very funny TikTok video that I sent to you guys where it was talking about NFL players that are now eligible for the Hall of Fame and some candidates that could in 2026. And he was talking about how he felt like he was watching these guys just yesterday. So to go through some of those names: Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, Jason Witten, Frank Gore, Julian Edelman, Greg Olson, LaShawn McCoy, Des Bryant, Phillip Rivers. It's just like, we're old, man. Those guys, it doesn't feel like they played that long ago, and they are now Hall of Fame eligible candidates. So it's just,
I think
crazy.
Brees and Larry are a lock. I feel like
100%.
The rest of the guys.
Is this the next?
Yeah,
round?
for 2026. Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, hey, Greg Olson would be a Panther that would go in, right?
I think you'd go in as a Panther, yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. I'm not sure he'll get in.
Yeah. I think Steve Smith is probably the best odds right now. Because Kuechly, unfortunately, didn't play long enough.
Yes.
If you look at Kuechly's peak, he would have made it. He just didn't play long 100%. Enough. I don't think he'll get in.
I don't either. I agree with that. I think he just didn't get long enough. So moving quickly, this is going to be our last headline, and then we're going to wrap it up for the day. A little bit of Madden action. So 7 players were unveiled as members of the 99 Club in Madden NFL 26 on Monday, with the announcement serving as the kickoff for Madden's ratings week. The 99 overall players are Saquon Barkley, Lane Johnson, Justin Jefferson, Myles Garrett, Jamar Chase, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen, all 99 overalls, and apparently the most 99 overalls since I think it was
it does feel like a lot,
15.
I feel like there's usually like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Any snubs?
People were outraged that Pat Surtain was not a 99 overall. With some of the guys on that list, they were like, that seems a little heinous with all the guys on that list. But
I don't think you should be a 99, but we kind of just keep feeding Pat Mahomes like storylines to throw up in the locker room, be like, look, they don't think we're that good, like kind of thing. And I think you should be one, but like, he's still probably the best quarterback in the NFL.
Probably,
and we're disrespecting him a little bit, so I'm curious to see how that goes. But
I do like that he's not a 99 because
based on last year,
season,
I don't think he should be. Yeah.
Whoa, they made him a 95. I thought he would be a 97. 95's kind of wild. That's kind of crazy. I don't know about that.
Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson are 4% better than Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I
don't know about that.
I mean, what other quarterbacks? There's got to be some dudes that are higher than 95 also.
Oh, 100%. Here, let me look at Burrow, I'm sure. Yeah. 96 rate. Let me see. Madden 26 quarterback ratings. We'll see. We'll go through the quarterbacks and see what we think, because
we're Shadur.
Shadur 98, baby.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's sort by position. Sort by.
I got the top 10 here. You ready?
Okay. Yep.
So Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, both a 99. Burrow's a 97. Mahomes a 95. And then it drops off. Stafford an 88. Goff an 87. Herbert an 86. Hurts an 86.
Why
That's
is
disrespectful.
Hurts so low?
That is fucking disrespectful. Baker an 85. Jaden Daniels an 85. Jalen Hurts an
What
86?
the hell? What is this rating, man? What are
So
these?
it goes from 95 to 88. You're telling me that?
Yeah. Stafford?
We got Stafford and Goff above Jalen Hurts.
Oh my
And
good
Baker.
Lord.
Baker's one
Baker's
point
85.
lower. Baker is 1 point lower than Jalen Hurts.
Why are there only 4 90s? Why is Hurts not like a 90 flat?
Matt, I swear to Christ, Madden's rage bait half the time.
Yeah,
It's just to get people talking about it.
That is heinous.
That's ridiculous.
I don't understand.
Super
that at
Bowl
all.
winning quarterback,
Oh,
by the way.
that's crazy, man. What the hell? I'm looking at the running backs now to see if it's okay.
Top Reddit comment.
Where's Derrick
Madden? I don't know. I do like this guy.
got it.
While Madden ratings mean nothing, I still can't help but be sick of these 3 AFC choke artists being ahead of Mahomes consistently every single year, despite him absolutely owning all 3 of them. Which is
wrong.
Which is facts.
I mean, he did make the Super Bowl last year. Like, let's not.
Burrow got him once, and that's it.
Yeah. So I just want to go through some more of these because it's crazy. The halfback one I don't think is that bad. So Barkley's a 99, Henry's a 98, Jahmyr Gibbs is a 95, McCaffrey's a 94, Bijan's a 92, Mixon's a 91, Jacobs a 90, James Cook's an 89, and Jonathan Taylor's an 88. I don't have a ton of
Bijan. I think Bijan's better than 92.
Lower.
Yeah.
I was thinking he should be like 95, 94.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I do, and I don't think he'll be to this level this next year, Mixon at a 91, but I do understand it coming off the back of the last season because
he was also hurt though, like a little bit of last year.
A little bit. I'm gonna go to. We'll do last one. I'm gonna look at the wide receiver.
You should look at the tight ends too.
Okay, we'll do wide receiver. Okay, we'll do all of them.
All right, so here's tight ends. George Kittle 98.
Okay.
Travis Kelce 93. Trey McBride 92.
Drop. Yeah.
Mark Andrews 91. Brock Bowers 90.
Where's Laporta?
David Njoku 89, Hawkinson 88, Goddard 87, Sam Laporta 86.
There's
Evan
no
Ingram 85.
way Njoku is 3 points higher than Laporta.
This is raging.
There's no way Njoku's 1 point lower than Brock Bowers.
This is raging.
Like, what are we even talking about?
Holy.
Also,
crap.
Kittle at 98 is way too high.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree.
Like
that's glazing. That's
for
actually
sure.
glazing.
That is wild.
Kelsey at 93 actually feels about right. I
agree with
okay
that.
with
I think Kittle at 98 is shameless.
I also would put Bowers above
Bowers is way too low.
Bride.
Bowers is
90.
too low. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's bad. Okay, wide receivers, and then we'll stop with the rage bait for the episode.
We're being rage.
No, I know.
Yeah, we're getting rage baited. Yeah.
So as we mentioned, the 299s are Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. That is correct. The next one, 96, Amon-Ra. Fine with that. CD's at a 95. I'm okay with that. Tyreek at a 95. Not after last season.
Yeah.
I like you can't put him there after last.
There's some residuals rating.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
McLaurin at a 94. AJ Brown at a 93. Mike Evans respect at a 93 for Mike
McLaurin
Evans.
over AJ Brown
And Mike
That's
Evans.
a miss.
And Mike Evans.
That's a miss.
That's a miss. What are we doing? AJ Brown is a top 5 receiver.
Is he?
He's
kind
right
of an AJ
there.
Brown
No one's,
hater. I'm
no
not
one's
gonna-
arguing that McLaurin's a top 5 receiver. People would argue that AJ Brown's a top 5 receiver.
And then to finish off the 90s, Drake London at a 91, Devontae Adams at a 90, Nico Collins and Puka not in the 90s.
Devontae Adams at 90.
Yeah, flat 90. Yeah. Malik Neighbors also not in like at a 90. It's just kind of
Devontae Adams is the oldest player in Madden's top 10 ratings of like any position.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
well, they're just giving it to him because,
Brian Thomas Jr. at an
bad.
84 after last year.
Okay, dude.
I'm
angry.
That was the one. Brian Thomas Jr.
That's it. That's it. That's sent him over the edge.
Where they put Marv?
I don't see him, dude.
Good. He was ass last year. I just want to make sure he's not above BTJ because I would have
Where
had some
is he?
words.
Let's
see
give
where
some
he
love
is.
to the big boys here too, Con. We've already gone through the whole offense. Let's hit the offensive
79,
line. too.
Ryan. Marvin Harrison.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fair. Top 10 offensive lineman, Lane Johnson at a 99, like we already talked about.
Sure.
Trent Williams at a 97. Penei Sewell at a 96. Tristan Wirfs at a 96. Jordan Mailata at a 96. Quinn Mertz at a 95. Creed Humphrey at a 94. Chris Lindstrom at a 94.
They cooked.
Laramie Tunsil at a 94. And Joe Tooney at a 93. That's a solid list.
Why
Yeah,
did they do the
I was waiting to hear Wirfs in the top 5 because
Yep.
I was expecting them to disrespect a Bucks guard, but they actually
they
put him there.
they cooked with the offensive lineman for real. Respect.
Why can they do
Madden,
that?
respect.
But they can't do. Surtain's not even a 98. He's a 97.
So there's
the
no
highest rated corner?
Is there a
Yes.
secondary guy that's higher than 97?
No, he's the highest one, thankfully. But that is still crazy. Like, Christian Gonzalez is a 95. Jesse Bates is a 95. Ramsey's a 94. Sauce is a 94.
What are we doing? There's no way Ramsey and Sauce are the same rating.
Why are they so bad at the skill positions? And Kirby Joseph at 90. Maybe I've been spending too much time around Jude. That's a little disrespectful. Kirby Joseph is pretty good. Like that dude. Kirby Joseph is that dude. That's crazy. Now I want to. Okay, I'm just gonna look. I just gotta look at linebacker. It's pissing me off. I just gotta look at all.
We could put TJ Watt
That's what I was gonna try to find. Hold on, I'm
or
looking.
Micah. I'm very curious.
I'm looking at backers, and then I'll go to ends and D tackles. All right,
I'm gonna look at
linebackers.
edges and Mike's.
Holy drop off. Fred Warner's at a 97. Roquan Smith's at a 94.
Okay.
Bobby Wagner's at a 91. Demario Davis at a 90. That's it in terms of 90 overall linebacker.
I feel like Bobby Wagner is just a little too old now to be in the 90s. No,
So this is middle linebackers and ends. So Myles Garrett 99, Parsons at a 98, Fred Warner at a 97, Max Crosby at a 96, TJ Watt at 96, Nick Bosa at a 95, Roquan at a 94, Aiden Hutchinson at a 93.
I'm okay with most of that.
Giving Aiden a 93 after missing all of last year. I mean, that's
Yeah.
And
respect.
Trey Hendrickson at a 92. That I actually like. This list is a lot better. Will Andy 89? We
I was just looking at that one.
It's got to be in the 90s though.
Yeah, he's got.
I think that's some good respect coming off the rookie year. I'm okay with the 89 there.
Damn, Bosa's all the way. Joey Bosa's all the way down to an 85. Damn, they
he's
dropped
washed.
him. They dropped him heavy. All right. Well, that's enough of that. That's enough of the Madden ratings. That upset me. So thank you very much for joining us. Just so you guys have a heads up, our next episode will be college football playoff predictions. So one of our favorite episodes of the years that we do. So I'm really excited.
I'm going to cook this year. I'm going to do some research.
Yeah,
I'm going to
100%.
look at schedules.
I don't do that. I just go off vibes. Generally pretty on it, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
So we are going to record that episode a little early, so that but that episode will be coming out as.
Did
the
we
episode
make
for
predictions
next
last
week.
year?
Yeah, we did.
I will
you
go
want to
back
see
and
our hit rate? I'll
pull those up so we can hold
You
ourselves
don't have to go and
responsible.
watch film.
No, I'll go watch. I want to hold us responsible for the things that we say.
I like
so
that.
I'll go,
I don't even
I'll pull that
remember
up.
what I said, and
I don't either.
already have just like a sense of dread.
I don't remember what I said either.
I think I said Notre Dame, and y'all shit on me. I think I said Notre Dame.
That's
I think I said some outlandish shit last year, so we're gonna have to go look at it. I was out of pocket last year.
Me shitting on you for saying Notre Dame is out of a sense of duty and like responsibility.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
anytime Notre Dame gets any kind of props, you have to just give it to them because their
Yeah.
fan base is a bunch of baby back bitches.
Wow, he said it.
Clip
TikTok.
Clip it.
Yeah, here it comes. All right. So keep an eye out for that, and then we'll also we were going to do Bracket this episode, but we're kind of running short on time here, so we're going to kick that to the college football playoff episode. So I hope you guys enjoy that. It's about food, so I know these gentlemen will be excited.
I was looking at it
What?
drooling. So
What do you mean? What are you saying?
Nothing. Robbie, you want to sign us out?
yeah, for myself, Connor, and then the other big back on the podcast, Ryan. Thank you again
on,
for
dude.
listening in to the podcast. Go like, subscribe, comment, all social media, all platforms, wherever you can find us out there. And as always, please gamble responsibly. Thank you.